you're known for critiquing rappers and calling out rappers. How you feel about Joe Budden giving you a warning that, you might get hurt one day if you keep, calling out rappers?
Yeah, you know, I love Joe Budden. I love Joe Budden. I was a fan of Joe Budden's music when he was still doing music. Uh, his opinions on what I'm doing let me know that he's not on the same mission I'm on. So I don't expect him to understand a brother like me. You know, clearly, like that just lets me know that I'm in the game to change the game. And, sometimes you got people who are in the game to simply just be in it and see how much that they can benefit from the game as is. You know, if I wasn't in this culture to make it better, then I would be wasting the opportunity that God gave me to be in this game, to have influence, to see a whole bunch of stuff that ain't right. Like, come on, man. No, we not crazy, bro. We shouldn't be glorifying murder. We shouldn't be glorifying drug dealing. We shouldn't be glorifying the disrespect of our women. Like, we got to speak up about this and be the change that we want to see, So me doing that is simply saying like, yeah, bro, not everybody is supposed to agree with it. If everybody agrees with me, then I'm not doing something right, bro. And that really that really stuck out to me is I'm not always seeking to be liked by everybody, because not everybody is going to like a person that's a change agent. Like you just not, So I'll also say this in regards to the stuff that I've heard Joe Budden say about me. I know that he didn't know my background, and he doesn't know that this has been my entire life's work, is being a change agent in hip hop from day one, and being an educator, and now being a college professor, and all of my music being consistently about pushing the bar and empowering us while entertaining us. So, that type of stuff tripped me out. And also, I think that the root of what he was saying was that he didn't disagree with my message, but he disagreed with how I put the message out there. He said, you're not supposed to ever name anybody's names. But my brother, all of hip hop is simply like, we've been doing this interview and already you asked me about 3 or 4 different people in hip hop, like names get named, and just because you're naming somebody's name and it's saying like, hey, I mentioned, someone's name to prove a point of an example I'm making. That doesn't mean that you hate that person, and that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot in common with that person. So trying to tell me how to do, what it is that I'm doing is just something where I respect people having an opinion on that stuff, but I also know that I don't have to listen to everybody's opinion, especially if we're not on the same mission. So I look forward to Joe Budden just continuing to hopefully grow and hopefully, see that I'm not his enemy, but I'm also not a clout chaser, and I'm also not a person who I took offense to how he kept referring to my religion, to like in a way that that wasn't positive, and trying to weaponize my religion. So I took offense to that part, and I was just kind of like, bro, that, it doesn't personally have me mad at you, but I also know that you being selective with that, because you wouldn't say that about a Muslim person or about a Jewish person, and you wouldn't use their religion in the same type of way that you're using my religion to make negative comments. So that part, I was just like, hey, that shows how people will selectively, make these negative comments towards certain religious entities in this country. And I'm Christian, so I feel like it's up to Christians to show a level of solidarity and a level of outrage. And if the Christian community doesn't speak up about things like that, the same way the Jewish community would, the same way the Muslim community would, then that makes us have to look at ourselves as Christians and be like, wow, do we allow this type of stuff? And if we do allow that type of stuff, then of course it'll continue.
And for the people out there that's confused about what he said about your religion that got you feeling the type of way, he calls you a clout chasing Christian.
Yeah, so replace that with clout chasing Jew. You know what I mean? Or clout chasing Muslim. Like, if that happens, I don't think the Jewish community is just sitting back and not saying anything, you know, or I don't even think those words are coming out of his mouth about a Muslim or a Jew. So that's my only thing. And deep down, I feel like he's a good dude. You know, deep down, I genuinely feel like he's a good dude. But I don't know who he's in this game seeking to serve. I'm in this game seeking to serve God in everything that I do, you know? So even when I disagree with people, like, I'm disagreeing with you in a way that's not coming across like I'm trying to personally put down, you know, what it is that you believe in, or who it is that you are in this game to serve. Like, it's just a different energy. You know, you could tell what a person's energy is rooted in. And for some people, they simply saying stuff for you know, for the sake of being loud. And it's a lot of people in hip hop that are loud and wrong. So the Christian community, we have to look at ourselves and say, what is it about us that makes it to where nobody is going to say anything about that? Like, that's really a bad look for Christianity right there. That's a bad look for Christianity, that you allow that type of stuff. And it means that, oh, it'll allow that type of stuff to continue. But you already know that, man. And I think people know that, so they real selective about what they say or who they'll say that towards. And with Joe, I know that that was part of the case. And that's not something that that's the elephant in the room that nobody wants to address. It's like, yeah, like, would he have said this about a Jew or a Muslim? And come on, man, we smart.